What's up, YouTube family? How's everybody doing this morning? For me, I'm not doing too well. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this medicine in right here. Try to get my mind right before I jump into this topic. I hope everyone's having a good day, good night, or in my case, a good morning. Alright, now let me preface this by saying you have good people in all walks of life. You understand? But you also have bad people. You can't put blame on any group specifically just because they have a few bad apples. You know what they say? When I was growing up, one bad apple could spoil it for the whole bunch. That's truth. Alright? So let me start that off by saying so y'all know where I'm at. In my mind, you have good and you have bad. You have good doctors, you have bad doctors. You have good cops and you have bad cops. Alright? So let me take some medicine. I want y'all to stick around with me on this. I don't know if anybody's going to watch this video even, dog. But if you do, stick around with me. We're going to try to keep it under 12 minutes. I'm going to try to keep my sermons, my preaching, whatever it is that you want to call it. I try to keep it down to 11 minutes because I know a lot of people have a lot of things to do in society today. I know society is rush, all right? And, you know, I got to do what I got to do, all right, to try to get it to you. So we'll keep it short and sweet. So let's get this in, peeps. I hope you're having a good one. Cheers, y'all. Let's get medicated. Oh yeah. Alright, so here in Minnesota, the big talk is the Australian woman is just shot and killed by the Somalian officer here in Minnesota. Minneapolis is like right down the road, dog. North Minneapolis, South Minneapolis, all that area, St. Paul, okay? All that's right down the road. I'm probably about 40 minutes from all that, 45 minutes tops maybe. Yeah, about 45 minutes from the Twin Cities. So, with the whole thing that's going on there, y'all, let me start this off by saying, all right, here in Minnesota, we've had a lot of these situations where cops have just been killing civilians when there could have been other maneuvers that they could have made. You know, whether it be a taser, whether it be someone bum rushing, whether it be them waiting on backup, whether it be, you know, someone just trying to talk the situation down and keeping it from escalating. You understand? Training. All right? Y'all remember that. It's about training. Okay? So check, peeps. We've had many instances here in Minnesota where we had, and this hits close to me because I'm mentally ill, and I go some the things in my mind sometimes, yo, I end up having to go to the hospital, having the EMS come pick me up from the house directly, man, like for real. So 911 is called for me. Or at least it was, but it ain't gonna be no more. Not in this house. We're no longer calling 911 in this house when I get sick really bad and I need to go to the hospital. We're gonna call the fire department directly. We're calling EMS directly. 911 is just a general hotline. Alright, we're not touching that no more up in this house. Alright, we will protect our own. Okay, when it comes to anything with anyone trying to break in or anyone trying to on the streets, like, you're supposed to strap yourself. Your Second Amendment. Let me stop this right quick about the whole shootings and stuff. Let me talk about this. When you're on the street, all right, you're supposed to strap yourself. That's your Second Amendment right. If someone's going to come up in a restaurant and try to rob the place and kill some people up in there, and they pull a gun and you know their intentions are not nice, then someone up in there is armed and they can stop this guy. All right, before he even runs up in there and starts shooting 5 or 6 people in this club, all right, in Orlando, all right, and places around the world, and someone up in there had a gun, they'd have been able to stop. Am I right or am I wrong? I know violence is wrong. I know death is wrong. I know all that stuff is wrong. Poverty. Man, I know that. Come, I'm a preacher, all right? But you got to face reality of what we're living in right now. And either you're going to be in the city doing the things of the city and going around there or being around other people and having to mix with people and all that stuff like that. And you're going to need to protect yourself as time moves on, because it's going to continue to get worse, the stuff that's going on in the world. Okay, so you need to protect yourselves. All right, that's what's going to stop a bad guy, is you having a gun. You understand? Sadly, that's the way it is. Now, let's get back onto this, okay? Now, with the shootings that are going on, like the one in Minnesota. Now, I want to talk on this specifically. If you're still here, we're 5 minutes and 30 seconds, okay? So, check this, all right, peace. Let me get some more medicine in. All right, check this, all right? Let me get some medicine in right quick. With the story, okay? She called 911. Okay? She called 911. All right? They got there. She was they weren't even on the scene from what everybody said, yo. No longer than not even 5-10 minutes, man, before this all popped off. So this was quick. They showed up, and then they saw her, and then the Somalian officer reached across. Listen to me. He reached across his partner and shot her and killed her. She didn't have no gun on her. She had her cell phone. All right. Now, my thinking automatically goes to this. Cheers, peeps. We're going to get into this. 6 minutes and 30 seconds coming in. My mind goes to this. Number one, where was your threat? Why did you feel for your life, but the officer in the driver's seat didn't pull the gun? Why did the officer in the driver's seat not act first? Same thing with this Philando Castile thing. Why was the officer on the other side just standing right here while Yanez had his gun in the freaking car and just shot him like that, yo? Shot Philando Castile like that, dog. With the kid in the back, and come on, yo. Now, come on, bro. And the other officer, you saw it. As soon as homeboy started shooting Philando, the other officer was standing like this, you know. And as soon as he started, because he had a vest on, he was standing like this. As soon as that dude started shooting, man, he jumped back and freaked out like, what the fuck? Because he didn't expect that. Because he didn't see him going for a gun. He was on him on that side looking. Do you understand? He was on the side because Philando Castile was the driver. So that officer was on that side. And if it saw him going for a gun, he would have pulled his gun. That's why that officer on that side was all chill. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was on chill mode. That's why his hands were in neutral up here. But when you see an officer coming up to you and he's already got his hand on his gun, yo, you better watch out. Because I'm telling you, he's scared. He or she is scared. And we're going to talk a little bit more about this, okay, or why that scare factor comes in. But I'm going to hit on it right here. You got some officers that become cops because they want to help people. All right. You got some that become cops because they just came out the military. All right. But a lot of these guys become cops because they got bullied on in school. And it's a way for them. Same thing in the correctional facilities. They become guards because they got bullied on in school. Yeah, I said it. What? I said it. Come on, man. Truth, yo. Hey, so check. I want to know why these officers just feel they could just be shooting anybody. It's because you got a badge and you know you can get away with murder, dog? Huh? Is that it? You just think you can just get away with murder, yo? Hey, for real, look, it's going to come back on you. I'm sitting here and telling you, yo, y'all need to slow down. You good cops, you need to step up to these bad ones, yo. Like Officer Dominick Izzo on YouTube. I'm going to drop him down in the description. He's a good one, y'all. Check out Officer Dominick Izzo, all right? The link will be in the description for his YouTube channel. I'm going to try to put it in there, all right? All right, so listen, peeps. Hey, this is going to continue to get worse. Why do officers feel like they could just shoot people without trying to sex the situation more? All right, I don't know what this whole Somalians deal is, but all of a sudden he somehow, with his lawyers, put out feed to the world saying, you know, I'm sorry this happened, you know, type shit. Man, no, if you were sorry it was that happened, yo, you would have been more professional. I'm just saying, yo, you would have been more professional, dog. You wouldn't have pulled that trigger so quick. All right, listen, let me say something. You never know what the situation is, blah, blah, blah. Listen, if you're over in the military, and you're fighting overseas, okay, you can't just go pull the trigger on everybody that you think is a bad guy. You'll get court-martialed. You understand? There should be something like that for cops, man. If you get court-martialed for fucking up in the military, there should be something for fucking cops who fuck up and just go out here and just shoot people all willingly or because they were fucking scared, all right? You just can't be, come on, listen, yo, you're trained, number one, to do this job. You understand? Just like in the military, you're trained. Just like to be a firefighter, you're trained. Just like to be a doctor, you're trained. But you might die on your job. That's something that might happen, all right? Being a firefighter, you might die on your job. You might run up into a freaking building just like all these motherfuckers did on 9/11. Forgive me for saying MF, Lord, but like all these cats did on 9/11, you know, running up into that building trying to save people, and they died. Now, what about if they said, fuck that, I ain't running up in there. I'm just going to die running up in there trying to save them. Fuck them, they can die. I ain't going up in there. Would that be their job? No. You ain't supposed to do that. Listen, you're supposed to get paid freaking hazard pay for your job, being a cop and being all this stuff like that where you might lose your life. They used to have something called hazard pay. I know in the coal mines, man, we had something in North Carolina and in Virginia and all them, Kentucky and them areas like that, yo. You had hazard pay for shit like that. And being on the oil rigs and logging, those are the jobs where you lose your life, being in logging and shit like that. Anyway, peeps, I'm getting off, all right? I'm trying to keep this video on 11. We just passed the 11-minute mark. Listen. This junk is crazy, yo, with the law. As long as you ain't doing nothing wrong, you ain't gotta worry about getting shot by the police. This woman wasn't doing nothing wrong. She called, and there's been many times where people haven't been doing nothing wrong, and they got shot and killed by the police, dude. Come on, man. Some of this stuff that people do is not worth and warranted. That's the crime doesn't fit. The punishment doesn't fit the crime is what I'm trying to say right there. You understand what I'm saying? The punishment doesn't fit the crime when an officer could just be the judge and the jury and the executioner all in one. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not no liberal fucking thinking. That's not conservative. That's not Republican. That's not Democratic. That's human, dog. That's humanity, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? That's love, yo. You just can't be just shooting motherfuckers, man. You gotta use a taser. You gotta use beanbag guns. You gotta do something, yo. For real. You just can't just keep going out here just shooting people, yo, and just getting away with it too. I mean, I don't know what the whole story is on this, but still, this isn't the only time this has happened. You know what I mean? This is one of the ones that's really bringing it into light, but this is not the only time this type of situation has happened where officers just ran up and just freaking shot somebody without looking at the situation. And some of them have went up to court and went to trial, but they always get a hung jury, dog, and they always get off. You've only had a few out there who have been charged, all right, and are doing time. You have a few out there that have been charged and the jury has found them guilty, all right? But it's few and far in between that happens, all right? We need to start setting some lessons and using some of these people out here as, you know, I don't know, freaking a symbol to the rest of the cops out here, you know, that we as Americans ain't gonna tolerate you just going out here fucking shooting people, yo, that the justice system will prevail and you will be charged for murder. You will have something equivalent of a court-martial, dog, for real. So let's get some medicine, yo. Hey, this shit's crazy, man. Cops just they shoot mentally ill patients all the time, yo, when you could have bum rushed them, you could have tased them, you could have done many things, yo. I know nobody ain't still here watching this video right now, but hey, man, that's something that's on my mind right now. With these, listen, you gotta, you're supposed to be trained, though. We need some better training. We need some better training. You got the situations where they run up on mentally ill patients, man, and oh my God, like the one in oh my, you can look it up, please. Just Google it. Google it yourself. I'm trying to keep this video short, but something's got to change, man. Something's got to change, yo. All right? Now, the times that I've had guns pulled on me by cops, I deserved it. I've had guns put on me twice by cops. Once in Texas and once in here in Minnesota. All right? I think I kind of deserved both of them, I think. Looking back a little bit, I think I kind of deserved it. I think I was in the wrong at that time. All right? Thank God I'm still here. Thank you, Father, that I'm still here. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. All right? And I can tell my story today. But nobody probably even watched this video all the way to here. Man, if y'all watch this video all the way to here, man, y'all real troopers, for real, for real. And make sure you get down in the comments section, all right? Listen, Shit's crazy, man. This junk is crazy. We're not calling 911 up in this house anymore. No, we're calling. When I have my moments, man, when I need to go to the hospital and when I'm really having to do, like, yeah, no, man, it's not happening. The family already knows now. We're not calling 911 anymore, dog. All right, listen, peeps. For real, you got to protect your own. You got to protect your family. You got to stand up for one another, man. You got to love your neighbors. You got to love each other, and loving is protecting them, man. The only time you ain't supposed to protect yourself is, for me as a Christian, is when someone comes and tells me that I need to denounce Jesus, Yeshua, and I need to denounce my father and take the mark of the beast, yo, whatever it may be, which is spoken of in the book of Revelations, or they're going to kill me, all right? And I'm going to be like, hey, you might as well kill me, dog, because I'm not denouncing my father God. I'm sorry, I just can't do it, all right? I can't. You're gonna have to kill me, because if that's a prime, I'll die. I will. I'll die for my father. I will. That's the only father I have. That's the only father I know, yo. I have a relationship with my father God, yo. I don't have a dad. I grew up in foster care. I don't have a dad, and that is my father. And I thank my father today that I'm here right now after having guns put on me twice by cops who were trigger happy. And I'm glad they didn't pull that fucking trigger, that I assessed the situation. I figured out what was going on, and I calmed the fuck down, because I had PTSD from that stuff. And, you know, I've calmed down really quick on the situations, yo, to where I can just like, you know, because being severely mentally ill like me, man, you can't. Some situations will freak you out, yo, and you won't even know how to act, man. Like, seriously, that's why these officers need to be trained on mental illness. I mean, I know they're not doctors and shit. I know they're not psychologists and whatnot, but maybe that's something that they should also throw in for officers. You know what I mean? Psychology. All right, along with criminal justice and all that, throw it all up in there. Some psych, all of that, man. Some better training. I mean, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, peeps. I don't know. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. For real. I don't know if I'm gonna put this video up or not. I'm just sitting here ranting. I'm ranting, yo. I gotta. Oh my God, I sound like a fucking idiot.